Hello, my name is Jared Strom, and I chose politeness theory. I thought this theory would be interesting and easily relate to my dyad relationship. Politeness theory was founded in 1987 by Penelope Brown and Stefan Levinson, and they focused on the ways that people manage and save face while using communication. Some key terms and definitions are faces, which is the desired public image of an individual, which consists of two subcomponents: the positive face, which is the desire to be liked, and the negative face, which is the desire to be respected. And then there are face-threatening acts, which are behaviors/situations that challenge another's face. And some of the main assumptions of this theory are that there's a constant battle between doing what one wants and what makes them look best to others, that faces are validated or threatened during an interaction, and individuals tend to avoid making themselves and others look bad. And finally, the severity of a face-threatening act depends on 6 factors. Some of the key concepts in this theory are corrective face work, which are actions to repair one's face; preventive face work, which are efforts to prevent a face-threatening act. And some things that I found interesting while researching this theory are relating affection and faces, which is affection can be good for the positive face and bad for the negative face. For instance, causing positive cognitive and behavioral outcomes, but threatening the receiver's negative face. Another thing that I found interesting while further researching this theory was with the usage of cell phone in the presence of another. I learned a key term of absent presence, which is when one is physically with an individual but absorbed by their phone. I also learned of some potential face-threatening acts as a result of using your phone in the presence of another, being with the positive face, criticism and disagreement, and with the negative face, interruption and lack of attention. This theory has really touched into my relationship with my partner, because in the beginning of our relationship I intended to portray a face that was likable and respectable, and in many of our starting face-threatening acts I would use off-record, or I would use on-record to deal with the situations. I would mainly use verbal self-handicapping facework strategies when discussing topics that I had little information on or couldn't recall all previous knowledge that I knew of the subject. And on the other hand, I would use disclaimers as a preventative strategy when things were new to me that I haven't heard, or that when I was answering face-threatening acts or potential face-threatening acts. Finally, in my relationship, this politeness theory contextualizes with ours because the face-threatening acts were not as severe as they could be in other relationships, because we didn't have a very big social distance in our relationship, as well as minimal power difference in our relationship.